Caitlyn Clark just shattered another record.
Can do better. My goodness, just the pace and scoring in this matchup.
Clark, three-point barrage in Indiana.
In her 31st game, Clark nailed her 86th three-pointer, surpassing the rookie record set by Ryan Howard of the Atlanta Dream in 2022. But it wasn't all sunshine.
10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. 5-point game. Ty Harris, offensive foul. It's on Alyssa Thomas.
And right from the start, Indiana's young gun came out swinging. But the first effort were met with tough love. Each drive to the basket felt like a battle, and Caitlyn got jumped early.
Figure out who was going to be that person to bring that spark for me off the bench as Carrington picks Clark's pocket right there.
But just when things seemed dire for Indiana, 22 decided it was time for a rescue mission.
Time and space, and that's the key word I think for Clark is the space and the pace. Drills it to make it a 1-point game. First 3 of the night for Caitlyn Clark.
And she put some serious power into those drives, forcing her way through the defense and drawing fouls in the process.
Just something that she's done a great job of so far.
A phrase she often uses is activity.
Caitlyn cranked up her playmaking wizardry, threading passes through tight spaces. But her teammates didn't fully believe in the magic she was weaving.
Points. Pick, roll, Boston. Blocked by Bonner. Dejanay.
What? They're showing out right now.
Up and down we go.
Passes that should have led to easy buckets were fumbled and opportunities slipped through their fingers. The chemistry that should have turned her genius into points was missing, and she got a taste of her own recipe on the other end.
That's true. One way to put it.
Right.
Oh, nice move by Harris. The behind the back.
Atlanta brought the score back within 2 points, closing the gap. Sensing the shift in momentum, CC tried to restore more comfort, but with her and her teammates struggling to connect, the game felt like it was teetering on a knife's edge. It was clear that this game needed a spark, and who else but Lexi Hull to light that fire.
Dangerous. It is tough when you lose that first game, but the defense there from Thomas.
Oh, and Hull made it anyway.
But Atlanta wasn't about to let the Fever enjoy that 3-point cushion just yet.
1% from 3 for Hull. Mabry answers.
Therefore, the star had to step up. It was up to number 22 to take matters into her own hands and go back to back to back.
Just the pace and scoring in this matchup.
Clark, 3-point barrage in Indiana.
But Caitlyn Clark wasn't done yet. As she continued to work her magic, it found a believer in Lexi Hull.
Clark, scanning, kicking, Hull 3.
And then the dominoes started to fall as Aaliyah Boston decided to join the party as well.
Olympian and Alyssa Thomas just won her first Olympic gold medal.
But just as Smith looked to join the surge, the refs called her for a chicken wing.
Between these two. An offensive foul there on Alyssa Smith.
This call snuffed out that little spark of momentum, dimming the light Caitlyn Clark had ignited in her team.
Clark to Mitchell.
The offensive seemed to take the wind out of their sails, halting the Fever's rhythm and leading to rookie mistakes.
That's where her strength is going to come from.
Even in year 15, age 37, Indiana gives it away.
But luckily, as if by some stroke of fortune, a ghost seemed to block that layup. After a full-court snipe by Caitlyn, Kelsey Mitchell stepped up to show everyone how to properly finish wide opens.
Against, to get a win over a team.
And Caitlyn had to let it fly after putting her defender on skates.
56, Caitlyn Clark, step back, 3 is cash.
But this was answered right away by her match rival, Carrington.
Room for, and that's one of them, but
Caitlyn took this challenge to heart, locking eyes with Carrington and going right at her with a burst of speed.
Getting out there on an island, and she makes Indiana pay for it.
The amount of times
The Dream felt Caitlyn's unmatched presence dominating the court and knew they had to do something drastic to slow her down. So, they resorted to setting up a screen from hell.
4 assists, 5-point game. Ty Harris, offensive foul. It's on Alyssa Thomas. That's her 3rd.
But whatever broke her only made her stronger. There was no stopping Caitlyn's facilitating, even as her teammates didn't.
2 months, thank Benlay.
So she knew she had to take matters into her own hands yet again.
Yes.
Welcome to the party, Marina. We missed you.
Clark splits 2.
However, the dream wouldn't let that slide, with Carrington jumping in to challenge her yet again.
There for a second. Clark has it back with 10 seconds. Carrington dives on the deck, and they get into it in the corner. Dejanay Carrington and Caitlyn Clark.
But whatever challenge they threw at her, Caitlyn bounced right back.
The left hand. Run out.
And when her teammates started to pick up behind her, you knew this game was over.
8 of them. Clark flips it to Boston. Nelson Adota, UConn against South.
With the score tied and the tension at its peak, Kelsey Mitchell stepped up to break the deadlock.
Lockdown defender at Northwestern. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Mitchell, not gonna happen. Offensive.
But the refs spoiled the moment, calling an illegal screen that wiped out Kelsey Mitchell's clutchness. It was clear that the team needed someone to step up once more. That someone was number 22. Caitlyn Clark.
90 seconds left. Caitlyn Clark goes by Burton. Caitlyn Clark gives Indiana the lead.
This would seal the deal for the Fever and cap off another historic night for Caitlyn Clark.
Fouling? They will not. The Indiana Fever avoid the sweep.
Ever wonder what her best game was this season? Click here.